Are we live? I think we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. Sorry if I look like a little bit of a mess. It's like 5 trillion degrees in my room. Yes, it's been a while since I've streamed. Yes, I'm mentally ill. Alright. Hopefully we're back for real this time. With that being said, hello, Randy S, and congratulations on being the first person in chat. Once again, hello, your fave star. Hello, Clipped Angel. Hello, Anglin Ball Mapping. Hello, Mommy Ramiru. Hello, Auntie Smiley. Hello, Notices Your Bulgaria. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Random Eye. Hello, Relic Forge Co. Hello, Gojo. Hello, Florida Man. Hello, Just Some Dude. Yes, I'm back. I'm back indeed. Hello, I'm finally not missing a stream. Hello, Cadent. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I've been kind of inactive lately, so I do apologize. It's been like almost a week since my last stream. It's pretty bad. But yeah, hello Narran. Hello Fox on Pause. King of the Hill and Femyoz returning on the same day. I suppose that's the case. Hello Batao Crafter. Very good to see you again. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. If not, I'm gonna be very sad. That's right. Chat, how does my hair look? Does it look better with like the... I mean, it's still technically a side part, but it's like a less extreme side part. I don't know. It's kind of fucked because like, I don't know. I want to get bangs. Hair looks great. Well, thank you. I feel, dude, it's like a little bit messy. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's okay. That's okay. I love the hair. Well, I'm glad you guys like it. I think it definitely frames my face a little bit better than the extreme side part. But maybe that's just my take on it. But yeah, anyways. Hair looks cute. Well, thank you, Batao Crafter. Creature maxing, yeah. I do look like a creature. You know. Dude, one day I'm gonna stop being a fridge brick Gigahan man motor. I might actually look vaguely female. I am now 6 years sober. Well, congratulations, Auntie Smiley. It's very good to hear that. Hair looks amazeballs. Fair enough. Hello, no good at PvP. Good to see you again. Hello, Eric Hawkins. Anyways. Dang, I got 2 amazing things today. Femyoz and the Venture Brothers box set. I see. Anyways. You remind me of Minnie and Minuteman. Is that a good or a bad thing? I genuinely have no idea who that is. Hair looks fluffy-os. I hope it doesn't look too fried. Because I did use the hairdryer today. Because, like, no, we're not doing a ketamine stream. I honestly stopped doing ketamine. I don't think it was helping me at all. I don't think it made like a positive difference long term. Like I was still like super depressed. So so I was just sort of decided, yeah, I don't know if that makes that much of a difference, or maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know. Based non-Ketyos. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it eventually, but we'll see. Part of it could have been that I was going into it with the wrong mindset, and I was like already like at like a approaching a low point. I don't know. But then again, like it should be able to help when I'm at my lowest. Oh my god, dude, it's actually like 1 billion degrees in here, so I really hope I don't start sweating on stream. I'm gonna be very sad. I'm gonna be very sad if I start sweating on stream, because it's like 90 degrees in this bitch. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Are you a trans person? You better believe I am. Or am I? What if that's just a psyop? What if I was actually secretly cisgender the whole time? I know, wouldn't that be crazy? Mini Minuteman, it's an archaeologist, who debunks conspiracies and talks about some cool sites. Okay, fair enough. That's cool. No, okay, I should not have said that it's 90 degrees and that I hope I don't sweat, because you guys make it weird. You guys are down bad. Yo, hello, tipster. Very good to see you again. saying, I heard this is where the queers hang out. Well, that explains why you're here, Mr. Tip. That explains why you're here. As well as the rest of you, chat, okay? Don't think you're getting off scot-free, chat. You think I haven't noticed? You're all gay and queer and shit like that, all right? But yeah, we want the tip. We all want the tip, all right? No, unironically though, okay? This has become the most pro-tipster YouTube channel. Like, I used to say that as a meme when I was anti-tipster. Now I'm unironically the most pro-tipster YouTube channel. You know? It's like the times really do change. I'm queer, but I'm not an egg maxer. Based on some of the things that you've said, I don't know if I believe that. But, I'll just, not say anything and, let that notion sort of rot and die in the fucking atmosphere. I just got done streaming roasting Muda, fake engineer lol. Dude, I've seen this everywhere. I've seen everything about Muda being a fake engineer. I don't think I'm gonna cover it because it's something that everybody else has been covering. Like, what realistically can I add? I'm not particularly funny. Okay, sometimes I'm funny, but not in terms of reacting to fake engineers. Like, what am I meant to do? Make fun of him for not being a real engineer? The thing that literally everybody else is doing and has been doing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I can't really add much insight because I don't know shit about engineering. I'm not gonna make the case that, well, it's illegal in Canada to fake that credential because A, I don't give a fuck if it's illegal or not. I care about the morality, and B, I also don't know what the law is like in Canada. So what am I meant to say? I'm just being a petty bitch and reveling in the downfall of someone who joined the dog pile against me, Lamau. Yeah, I feel like Mudahar is one of those people that just doesn't have any real opinions. Also, thank you, sad ATL sports fan for the 2 saying, I'd get in some Femyoz. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thank you very much regardless. I saw Augie's coverage of the latest flamenco leaks. Wait, there's new stuff involving flamenco? Muda's always been a dysgenic freak. Look, the thing about Muda is, he's like the biggest fence sitter, right? He's like the modern day Boogie 2988, all right? And what I mean by that is he has no real positions, no actual principles that he stands by, right? He just has whatever the most, neutral fence city take, whatever the safest take imaginable is, all right? So if the safest take is being anti-tipster, you better believe that's his take. If it's anything else, it doesn't matter what it is, okay? He has the most safe takes imaginable, right? If the safe take is being anti-Nux Taku, he'll be anti-Nux Taku. If the safest take for him is to be pro-Nux Taku, it's to be pro-Nux Taku. And he flips on a dime. He gets pushback, right? So basically, for those of you who don't know, this guy named Nux Taku is somebody that's known for being very much a proponent, a staunch enjoyer, I guess you could say, of drawn CP. All right, he loves that shit. And him and Mudahar were like best friends. All right. So what did Mudahar do? Well, at first he did the reasonable thing by making a video about the dude, being like, "Yo, I'm distancing myself from this guy. This guy's a fucking freak." So what does he do when the batshit lolicon defenders all rally against Mudahar because they're freaks? He caves in. He actually retracts it and apologizes. He's like, "No, actually, I think I went too hard against the guy who's literally into lolicon. The thing that you've advocated against that, Mudahar. Why are you changing your position?" And then obviously got backlash for that. And so he does this weird thing where he ping-pongs between different positions. One of the most insufferable people imaginable. I actually had a pretty positive opinion of him before I knew anything about him. I'm like, oh, this is like a normal person, right? Because on the surface, he seemed like a normal dude. That's what I thought about Mudahar. To be fair, I think that's what everybody thought about Mudahar. Oh, he's just like some normie, right? He's just some normie. He's not entirely entrenched in, the more niche internet culture that I find myself a part of, right? He's just kind of a normie. That's what I thought. But no, yeah, he is by far one of the most sensitive pussies imaginable, who fence sits, He's definitely terminally online. He just lies for no reason, whenever it's convenient. Yo, thank you, Batao Crafter, for the $20, you beautiful fucking bastard. Holy shit, can we get some 07s in chat for Batao Crafter with the 20? Saying, welcome back, Femi. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. And today we actually have some Deckard Tent. Alright? Now, a lot of you probably don't know what that means. But, we're gonna get into it, alright? We're gonna get into it. Muda and his wife started the lie that I was a creep. That I creep on women and their quote-unquote evidence is that sometimes I unfollow and refollow people on Twitter, and that I sent someone a friend request on Facebook. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Yeah, I don't know. Look, all I know is based on what other people have said, and other people have made it clear that in their experience, Muda's wife is like a weird psychopath. I've never interacted with the bitch. So I don't know anything about them. You know, they could be the reasonable one, actually. But I do generally dislike Mudahar at this point. He's like a fake fuck. No, we're not talking about Japanese wrestler Muda. We're talking about some ordinary gamer's Mudahar. Muda's wife looks like she skins babies, to be honest. This is true. Muda's wife once doxed me in a live stream. No one caught at the time, but yeah, she's psycho. Fair enough. Okay, you know what? If everyone collectively agrees that this bitch is psycho, you know, there's probably a good chance that she is. And if she's doing shit like that, then she absolutely is. What are you talking about? I'm talking about fake engineer. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to drop the E slur like that. You know, but fake engineer Mudahar, who lies about his credentials like a fucking idiot. Because he's a lying sack of shit grifter. I genuinely hate people like that. It's like, he says it so that he can sound like, oh yeah, I'm like above YouTube. You know, YouTube is like a side thing. No, it's not. It's your main source of income. That's like all you do. Like if you just do YouTube, you just do YouTube. Just fucking own it. You said the area code of where I live during a debate we had together. Yeah, that is way the fuck too far. Way the fuck too far. Look, I'm all for throwing shit in internet debates and saying diabolical shit. That crosses a big line in the sand. All right, that's what I have to say about it. Yeah, Jay Slur evil. True. She looked psycho when I found out he had a wife, but I had no evidence. I could see it in her eyes. Yeah, she does look like a psycho. Jay Slur users will be banned. So real. Ben Quadaneros. Dude, we love Ben Quadaneros, alright? Anyways. I changed my name. Hello, Camelia Raven. Camelia Raven? She looks like a dollar store brand Barbie doll. Yeah, just some, like, shitty, like, Chinese knockoff or something. Made real cheap. Dude, we love Ben Quadaneros. The hottest character of all time. Anyways. Yeah, Ben Quadaneros mogs us all. Anyways. You are nothing looks like a women. Lol. Thank you for sharing. Very, very great comment. Love me some Quadaneros. Yeah. Best pod racer this side of the moisture farms? Hell yeah. No joke, she looks like if Trisha Paytas was skinny. Dude. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee that. Dude, we gotta somehow convince Trisha Paytas to, like, become a healthy weight. And, we won't be able to tell the difference anymore. What if Trisha Paytas is just Dojangles wearing a fat suit? You know, have you ever considered that? You know, it's possible. Yes, we're gonna do Decky Wecky Tent, as he likes to call it. We're definitely gonna do that. Anyways. She's getting a moist cheer farm Quadaneros. Real. Anyways. A-log today, queen. I don't know if I'm gonna be... I don't know if I'd consider what I'm about to do A-logging. I mean... We haven't talked about this guy in a while. But... Alright, gonna head out. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Peace, friendo. Goodbye, Tip. Very good to have you here. I thought he disappeared. He did! He did for the longest time. Alright? Chat, how many of you remember somebody named Deckard T? He left a lot of comments, big, long paragraphs, criticizing me, saying some not so very nice things. And, you know, he's somebody that we would farm for content quite frequently on the Femyoz YouTube channel. Now, eventually, he got very boring and repetitive, so I just started ignoring him, and he stopped commenting. Very sad. We ran out of Deckard Tent. But oh man. I have some good news, alright? For any new people that don't, for any of the newer viewers that don't know who Deckard is, this guy is a complete schizo. One of the most parasocial individuals I have ever had the displeasure of coming across on the internet. Recently, he, discovered me on Twitter, of all places. So, it started with this, alright? I made a tweet saying, Hulk Hogan died, lol, rip bozo. You know, I mean, he did die, and, rip bozo is what I have to say on the matter. And, Deckard was not very happy about this. So, he had to give me a response. So this is how I found his Twitter account. Oh, that seems a bit... Is that loud? No, my headphones are just up. Yo, thank you, Yorichi7621 for the 2 saying, what's up, hon, you okay? Yeah, I'm doing alright. How are you? Anyways, we gotta read his response to me simply saying, Hulk Hogan died, lol, rip bozo. Alright? Hulk Hogan was a wrestling legend. May he rest in peace. You, on the other hand, trans lyrics, aka Femyoz, is an absolute, complete loser in real life. When you pass away like we all will one day, this is what the obits will read. Just think on that rage-baiting, hating loser, sunglasses emoji. Dude! I've missed this. This is so fun! I can't believe that we've missed out on so much Decky Wecky content, as he likes to call it. Now that's the nickname that he's given himself, is Decky Wecky. That's not something that I've called him or anybody else. He calls himself that for whatever reason. Now, you might think, oh, okay, that's just like one weird comment. No. This guy is a parasocial freak. Now, he's been a parasocial freak with me and has a long history of doing that. All right, dude was obsessed with me. But I'm not the only internet personality that bro has been obsessed with. So there's this person called Freddie. She's a trans woman who posts a lot of selfies and whatnot. And she made a tweet saying, well, that was eventful. So what does Deckard T respond with? Is our cute, petite Freddie being a bad girl? Misbehaving? Resist the whore instinct. No, that can be difficult for you. And other what is this? Other trans girls? Is that what this is? Simps, especially generous types, like the trad wife, good girl. Wait a moment. Had to adjust my boxers. Getting real tight down there. Sunglasses emoji. Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking weirdo. God damn. So Freddie makes another tweet. So here's another tweet from Freddie. Good morning, girlies. I be walking lay pupper. You know, just an innocent tweet where presumably she's walking her dog. So what does Deckard have to say in response to this? No girly here, bro. What I am is a big bad dog, protective of cute girly dogs like you. Freddie showing off her big boobies here. The blue sky and clouds above is nice, gives the photo a dreamy quality. The pic could be better if you weren't wearing glasses. Good morning, cutie. Jesus Christ. Bro is a level 100 gooner. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yes, he actually does talk like a dirty 50-year-old Facebook pervert. Alright, I couldn't set it better myself. I assume that TS in this case stands for transsexual. When he says it over here. Apparently, being a transsexual means that you're a whore. And then he talks about Trump. Who cares? Alright. So Freddie tweets, real. The estrogen glow-up needs to be studied with a before and after picture. So how does Deckard respond? Is the photo on the left your past edgy badass dude that gives one finger salutes 5'2" in height? Real scary, parentheses sarcasm. Weren't you a femboy in your past life wearing too much makeup and dresses? After picture, a pretty trad wife waiting for daddy. Prefer the after photo. Oh my god. This guy is an actual fucking psychopath. What are you doing? Buddy. This is not how you riz women. This is disgusting. Yeah, bro is typing with one hand. So, now this isn't the only person that he responds to. Finster tweeted, saying, first pic on my dating profile with he, him in the bio. And then Deckard responds by saying, not sure why this photo is rated as sensitive. Many of the pics of your quote-unquote friends are porn, but this is just a beautiful photo. Your face looks youthful in this pic. Buildings in background nice as city girl, I like it. Your OnlyFans fans won't like it. Cannot goon do it. Sunglasses emoji. Dude, he is obsessed with OnlyFans. So here's Freddie saying, why do men keep buying me the nicest bags? It's always Freddie. So Deckard responds by saying, Freddie trolling his poor... Hold on, wait. Freddie is a trans girl. How are you gonna misgender and simp for a trans person? Make it make sense, dude. Make it make sense. You can't simp for her and also misgender her at the same time. It makes zero sense. Anyways, let's read this, okay? Freddie trolling his poor simps. That's not nice, Freddie. Freddie's such a clever little girl. Dude, no! Dude, the way he says little girl is so fucking creepy. You're gonna just say such a clever girl. No. Freddie's such a clever little girl. Glad to know we have, a good idea as to what his taste in girls is. Going to take as many expensive gifts from these thirsty simps without giving much. Some advice, most of these simps go for petite cuties like you. Good girls, not hardcore OnlyFans types. Dude, he is obsessed with OnlyFans. It's all he talks about. Also, is the background music good for this? I hope it's not too loud. It's like loud on my end, but I think that's just like on my end. So Freddie says, am I overdressed for my weekly shop? So Deckard responds by saying, nice picture, shows off your beautiful face and cute figure. No wonder you have so many dudes buying you expensive gifts. How does it feel to be under the male gaze? Can be quite penetrating at times. Sunglasses emoji. Oh my god. It's not loud. It's good? Alright. Jesus Christ. And then he talks about political shit. Who cares? And then, Peachy Bun, somebody that does Gooner Bait, did what they usually do and posted Gooner Bait, saying, the prophecy states thou, who sets this image as thy wallpaper, shall receive smooch on thy lips, and maybe a special discount in DMs. So just like obvious Gooner Bait. So, obviously Deckard, being the degenerate freakazoid that he is, had to respond, saying, oh, also thank you, Shirley Barber. 3620 for the $5. Good beautiful fucking bastard saying it's morally bankrupt to celebrate the death of another human being, even a wretch like Hulk Hogan. I fundamentally disagree. Like, I'm sorry, people are way too sensitive to it. It's like, okay, they're dead. Who fucking cares? Like, I don't know why we hold dead people in such high esteem. It's like they're dead. Like, why didn't we value them when they were alive? Well, I don't know, maybe because we have like a more accurate perception of what their value was when they were alive. I'm sorry, but like the idea that people are suddenly more valuable as soon as they're dead is fucking stupid. How about appreciate them while they're alive instead of right after they die? You know what I mean? Show them the appreciation before they're dead. If they're worthy of it. If they're worthy of it, then show them that appreciation. If not, why show them any appreciation when they're dead? Why is it okay to disrespect somebody when they're alive, but not when they're dead? It's fucking stupid. Anyways, all right, well, I showed the Gooner bait. But yeah, this is obvious Gooner bait. We all know it's Gooner bait from Peachy Bun. So Deckard, being the very wholesome individual that he is, responded by saying, Princess Peachy's such a tease. Everybody knows that is a lie. If you are being truthful, you should give a kiss to those mega generous simps. $10,000 raised. In a few days, that is impressive. Seems like Peachy is the new queen on Twitch now that Finn is focusing on porn. Congrats, sunglasses emoji. Dude, this guy is so weird. Like, constantly responding to Gooner bait. It's like, who gives a fuck about the Hulk Hogan thing? I'm sorry, like, I don't know. Where did that music come from? It's the Max Payne main theme. So here's some more Gooner bait. So this is right under the Gooner bait that Deckard was appreciative of. Okay. So here's more Gooner bait saying, "What's underneath if I lifted this?" Now Deckard Deckard, being the stand-up guy that he is, responded by saying, "Whatever it is, I am sure it's real tiny, like your brain. Bro, what is with the 9, 10, 11-hour gaming streams? I know you were a pro gamer once, but 10 hours is unhinged. Tip, wear a thong on those long streams, like you do on OnlyFans. As Ludwig says, let's get those numbers up. Sunglasses emoji." Dude, what the fuck? Dude, this guy is actually so Gooner brained. Oh, this isn't him responding to anybody for once. But, he, definitely has some interesting takes here. "With technology, AI, this will change. The need for human sex workers in the porn industry will become obsolete. There are AI-generated porn content out there already." Yeah, I'm sure you know all about that, Deckard. I'm sure you're well aware of the AI porn that you constantly consume. Anyways, let's continue. "There are AI-generated porn content out there already, which is an exact replica of the real thing. Lower cost, higher profits will push the porn industry towards AI." We get it. You hate artists. You hate people that actually do stuff. You want AI to do it for you so that, you know, people that actually work don't get any of the benefits. Rather, the greedy corporations that produce AI slop can reap all the rewards. He talks more about porn, okay? "I am no monk. I have watched porn in the past." No, really? You've watched porn in the past? How could anybody have guessed? Oh my god, this is news to me. The Gooner has watched porn in the past? Are you sure it's just the past and not the present? Anyways. "I am no monk. I have watched porn in the past, so am I being a hypocrite? I also see these stories of so many people in the porn industry whose lives have been ruined, drug addicts, mental problems, suicide. So I want to warn others of its dangers. Helps my conscience." Dude, oh my god. This guy is like an actual schizo. Oh, here's more. Here's more of his takes on porn, because it's the only thing that he ever thinks about. "Heard on a recent VOD, this person decided to become a part of the porn industry. They state so many people view them now as down a class of human, Like, yeah, if you film yourself doing sex acts on camera and do that for a living, most people won't have a positive view of you. Dog, you're their target audience. You're the one that goons to them. You cannot tweet this shit and then follow it up. You can't follow it up with tweets in response to the most obvious gooner bait where you are clearly and unambiguously typing with one hand while also saying shit like this. You say shit like this and then do that. Anyways. So, Freddie tweets, "Good morning. My brain isn't on yet." So Deckard, being Deckard, has to respond saying, "Good morning, cutie. Nice dress. Shows off your pretty petite legs. The distance is good. Shows how petite you are. Awesome. One suggestion. The picture needs more light. Cannot see your beautiful face that clearly. That's your selling point. Why the simps follow you." Yeah, but he's definitely not a gooner. He hates gooning. He's anti-porn, okay? He wants to goon to people on Twitter instead, all right? So we've got more gooner bait that he responds to. So we've got Peachy Buns saying, "What would you do if you could see more? Let me know in the comments and maybe you'll get a surprise in DMs." So Deckard responds by saying, "Peachy back to being cute again. She's being a playful pussycat or kitty in this cosplay. I would give a nice pussy like you. Meant to say kitty. Lots of tasty treats you would enjoy. Here, kitty kitty. Have some tasty treats for you. Come to me. Play with me, kitty." Sunglasses emoji. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. So he was very distraught about Hulk Hogan passing away. Hulk Hogan, wrestling legend, recently passed away. May he rest in peace. To most people, when we think of wrestling, we think of Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna be so honest, I never think of wrestling. I'm gonna be completely real. Like, dude, Hulk Hogan died. Rip Bozo, who gives a fuck, alright? He inspired many young kids to have big dreams. Quote, "Say your prayers and eat your vitamins." Such wise advice. He will be missed. Yes, the most wise advice of all time. Say your prayers and eat your vitamins. All right? The best advice of them all. I can't make this shit up. Now, granted, he's somebody that, responded to a few of my tweets. That's how I, found out about this guy, being on Twitter. I already knew about this guy from the 500 comments he left that are just paragraphs on my videos, live streams, etc. But, I tweeted at Grok, "Do you support cock and ball torture?" The question that people want to know the answer to. So Deckard obviously had to respond, all right? He doesn't like me very much, saying, "Hey, trans lyrics, aka Femyoz, aka Bottomyos, it's postings like this that makes normies think trans people are freaks." Dog, the only person that's a freak is you, my friend. Have you seen your own tweets? Buddy, what are you doing? I could just point to any of your tweets and say, yeah, this is why people think that straight cis guys are fucking freaks. It doesn't make any sense. Like, even if this obvious joke was that serious, which it ain't, the logic still wouldn't apply, alright? The logic wouldn't be logicking. Most trans women are not freaks, of course. Some, like Astra763, are incredibly based. Something tells me that person would not like you very much. And also think that you're a freak. You, on the other hand, are the exception. Do the trans com favor. Go away, sunglasses emoji. Yeah, dude, you're doing the trans community lots of favors by being a degenerate gooner freak that has parasocial relationships with content creators. Another tweet that he responded to was this one. So it's originally from a quote tweet that I made where somebody said, use one word to describe Representative Nancy Mace. So I made this tweet saying, cis hun, fucking I pass better than her and I'm trans, which is true, by the way. If you look and compare, if you compare and contrast our facial features, right? You could see that her face is a lot more square and masculine looking than mine, right? She's got a wide ass neck, right? She has some of the most masculine features I've ever seen, right? Like, I'm obviously saying things that are factually correct here. But, Deckard T got very upset about this. So how dare you insult the political person that I like, I guess. I don't know why Deckard likes this person, but anyways. Bro, you have a real high opinion of yourself, eh? No, I just have a really low opinion of Nancy Mace. Like, that's a low bar. Pass better. Honest opinion, I think Nancy Mace looks better and she is 30 years older than you, lol. Yeah, I don't believe you for a second. Like, this is just cope. If she was 30 years younger, no comparison, she would beat your ass in the looks department. You are so sad, bro. I'm sorry, but, like, nobody agrees with this. Like, this is the biggest cope ever. Right? And then here's the original Hulk Hogan died, lol, RIP Bozo tweet. I kicked it off. All right? Now we're going to scroll past that, okay? We're going to get back to the epic Gooner tweets. All right? All right, we love the Gooner tweets. All right, give me a sec. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Gooner tweets. So, Peachy Bun posts some more obvious Gooner bait saying, trying to be a Naru ho for my Naruto. If that's you, comment for a peach emoji pic in DMs. Now, obviously, and I'm not gonna show the very exposed cleavage. Deckard has to respond to this by saying, if this picture is real, not AI, wow, Peachy showing she has some decent sized boobies. Don't agree about being a Naruho. Most decent, successful bros prefer the trad wife. Naruhos are so common, nothing special. Read my post today on good girls. Simps worship them. Dude, this is like the most schizophrenic motherfucker imaginable. I swear to God. One of the most nasty motherfuckers I've ever seen. So, Freddy posts, I've got to give myself an E-injection. The question is, thigh or butt? Now, personally, I always do my thigh, but I feel like my butt might be easier, unironically. Yeah, dude, I want to point out the fact that this comment from Deckard has 9 likes. But yeah, so here's Freddy's a tweet, and here's what Deckard has to say in response. You know, being the man that he is, all right? The man of class and riz, all right? No clue. The thigh would be less painful. You look so petite and young in these pics. Your tiny shoes, so cute. When you were a femboy, you were the smallest one out there. Now, as trans ditto, this is a positive. Most dudes prefer petite women. You could have an army of simps. Dude, this guy is so weird. He then goes on to, despite being a gooner, advocate against the horrors of OnlyFans, alright? For young women who believe that they can only be successful by doing OnlyFans, here are some names. Pokimane, Cutie Cinderella, the Botez sisters, etc. All incredibly successful, rich without doing any hardcore type OnlyFans content. Who says the good girl doesn't sell? Simps love them. No, speak for yourself, man. Anyways. So here's another post from Freddy saying, good night, don't forget your meds. It's like a regular post. So Deckard, of course, you know, having to respond to every fucking tweet that this person produces, said the following. Who would need meds if one had someone as beautiful as you beside them? I watch ASMR sometimes when I feel anxious or cannot sleep. It calms my anxiety. This beautiful picture of Freddy has the same effect. Calming, relaxing, feeling safe, at home. Good night. Alright, and then he talks about politics, who cares? Okay, well. Okay, yes, some for you. Well, We scroll on to some gooner bait. Alright, well, it's nothing TOS, so I gotta be more careful. Looks like our innocent, cute, virtuous Peachy is being seduced by dark, evil forces. Resist the horror within, Peachy! Parentheses joking. Seriously, your appeal is your cute, innocent persona. You risk that if you change that dramatically. This image will haunt my nightmares, sunglasses emoji. I'm sorry, but like, all this person does is gooner bait. What the fuck do you mean? Her appeal is the cute, innocent persona? Dog, her entire account is gooner bait. Okay. Here's another one from Peachy Bun. Saying, want to see my sexy jitsu? Comment for a surprise in DMs. Okay? Now, obviously, Deckard responds to this, saying, no eyes, brunette, and you are still a 10. Beautiful. Princess Peachy, you haunt my dreams. Sunglasses emoji. Dude, I can't. This is not a real person. Here's a video of Freddy doing housewife stuff, I guess. That's not really that important. So, Deckard responds by saying, Freddy the trad housewife cooking sausages and doing laundry. You like to make and eat sausages and banana cake. Interesting. You scratched your pretty head. That's not good. Sunglasses emoji. Dude, this is, like, disgusting. So here's some, I guess, gooner content. Fave way to cool down on stream. You know, not too dissimilar to the kind of content that Deckard's been enjoying. Okay? But Deckard has a very different opinion when it's this person doing it, I guess. If you want to understand why England is doomed, watch this clip. Too many dudes like this is the reason. Bro, you realize people are laughing at you when you do clips like this. Laughter getting louder. I guess enjoy being some pathetic, funny loser sunglasses emoji. Dog, you are the last person to say that shit. You are the last person to say that. Yeah, Deckard is like an actual psycho. And then here you have Freddy, I guess, doing the dishes or something. I don't know, it's a video. It's not important to watch, okay? Deckard obviously responds, being the absolute gooner degen that he is, saying, cleaning dishes and baking banana bread. The trad duties of a trad wife like yourself. You like to eat banana bread, and I assume bananas as well. Interesting. Yes, I am sure there are plenty of rich, older dudes that would like to have you as their cute trad wife. Dude, he's literally describing himself. Anyways. So you got Finster being hot. Would you take a femboy maid? Like something that, by the way, I've seen both. The thing that he was criticizing or against and Finster, they're wearing the same amount of clothes. Just FYI. But Deckard has a very different opinion on Finn for some reason, saying Finn has come back to reclaim the title as top femboy. You look like a Victoria's Secret supermodel in this picture. Classy, sexy photos like this, in my opinion, will always be superior to cruder, more explicit ones. Wow, what a picture. Breathtakingly beautiful, Finn. Congrats. Dude, I can't, dude. This is not a real person. I'm gonna restart stream. Because, the viewer count has gone down. And this is the part of the stream where we do the thing where we restart stream in order to do as good as possible in the algorithm. All right? That's right. So, I'm going to be right back in like a couple of minutes. Double tap to smash like. Yes. Yes, it's time to restart stream.